Okay, if you guys haven't seen, today someone in the media asked Trump during a cabinet meeting about Jeffrey Epstein, and this is his response.
Your memo and release yesterday on Jeffrey Epstein, yes, it left some lingering mysteries. One of the biggest ones is whether he ever worked for a American or foreign intelligence agency. The former Labor Secretary, who was Miami U.S. Attorney Alex Costa, he allegedly...
Just to give you guys some context, this cabinet meeting is taking place after the DOJ just announced that there is no Epstein list. He apparently did all that to 1,000 victims just for the love of the game, just for funsies, I guess, and all his friends were not involved. Just 1,000 victims hanging out with him all the time, taking private jets, hang out with him on his island, and none of his buddies knew anything about the 1,000 victims, apparently, because they're saying there's no client list. Oh, and he was recording all this for fun as well. No connection to any of his friends at all on any of these recordings, and you know, just for fun. Maybe he recorded himself with 1,000 victims just for fun. Let's play some more of this.
He did work for an intelligence agency, so could you resolve whether or not he did, and also could you say why there was a minute missing from the jailhouse tape on the night of the stabbing?
Yeah, sure. If
Could I just interrupt for 1 second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable.
I love his answer. It's the best. I like how basically before, they were buddy, taking private jets together, hanging out on the island. There's that footage, that old school footage of, him hanging out with Epstein, checking out the ladies, the hottie bodies, supposedly that's how he met Melania, is through Epstein. And I like how he's saying right now, like, that guy, who, what? It's like he doesn't even know who that guy is anymore. Like, I don't even know who that is. Epstein, who's that? I love this answer from him. It's the best.
Do you want to waste the time, and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this, where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
Sure. First, to back up on that, in February, I did an interview on Fox, and it's been getting a lot of attention.
This is the clip that they're talking about from Fox News, where Pam Bondi basically says that she's got the files on her desk. It's getting played all day, nonstop right now, ever since the DOJ, which Pam Bondi is, basically running it, said that there is no client list, and Epstein was on his own doing whatever.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients? Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files. That's all in the process of being reviewed because that was done at the directive of the president from all of these agencies.
So have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
Not yet.
Okay, so let's fast forward to today and see how Pam Bondi is going to refute what she said earlier about the client list, or just the Epstein files in general.
I said, I was asked a question about the client list, and my response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK files as well. That's what I meant by that. Also, to the tens of thousands of video, they turned out to be downloaded by that disgusting Jeffrey Epstein. Is what they were. Never going to be released, never going to see the light of day. To him being an agent, I have no knowledge about that. We can get back to you on.
Okay, so you heard it. We're never going to get the tapes. I mean, I I don't know who actually wants to see the tapes. I think most of us are just curious to see who's involved, in the whole scheme and whatnot. It just seems very odd for him to have cameras everywhere on all his properties, everywhere, recording everything for what we allege to be blackmail purposes, to, not having anything, and no one's gonna see any of it. And I guess we just have to take it that he recorded things just for fun. Maybe like I said, maybe he's just recording himself. Who knows? Oh, and Pam Bondi also addresses, they recently they released footage of, Epstein's cell before he himself, and there was a discrepancy in there, and she's trying to address it. I don't know if you guys believe it or not. We'll see. Let's play it.
And the minute missing from the video, we released the video showing definitively the video was not conclusive, but the evidence prior to it was showing he committed suicide. And what was on that, there was a minute that was off the counter. And what we learned from Bureau of Prisons was every year, every night, they redo that video. It's old, from like 1999. So every night the video is reset, and every night should have the same minute missing. So we're looking for that video to release that as well, showing that a minute is missing every night. And that's it on Epstein.
All right, so you heard it. We're never ever gonna talk about Jeffrey Epstein again. Trump doesn't even know who that guy is, apparently. And he just did everything for funsies.